Now, Good Morning Washington on your side.
Coming up, the teaching children the value of money. A family finance expert breaks down the guidelines for giving allowances. That's next. You know, while young adults quickly learn the value of the dollar, once they leave the home, many experts say that's way too far late. Family finance expert Graff is here to says you need to prepare your kids now, regardless of age, and she's here to share her guidelines for giving allowances. Great to have you back.
Thanks. It's great to be here
on the show. We were talking. So, what age we began to start trying to teach our kids?
So we are supposed to teach our kids about money as soon as we can. They say 2 is too late. I think the problem with starting at 2 is that coins are choking hazards and dollars are dirty and they put everything in their mouth. But other than that, by the time your kids are in by the time they're in kindergarten, they're learning about coins, right? They have to. It's a part of the lesson.
Right.
So to start at 2 or 3 and it's a math lesson too, 25 cents, a nickel, you know what I mean? And to learn the different values, and then they can start. They can even start buying their own candy, you know. So it's never too early.
Right. I know my kids are 15 and in 2 weeks 14, so they're getting older. We feel they do a pretty good job of holding on to their money, understanding they had to earn this dollar.
Oh wow.
But we have to, when it's Christmas time, when they want to go to Target, whatever, to say, okay, listen. Don't let the $40 you happen to have burn a hole in your pocket. It's okay. Compound interest is your friend. Right.
and that's the age where you start learning about compounding interest, right? And to get the teens' attention on that front this is how you earn money without doing anything.
Right.
It's just not spending it. But sure, but there's some guidelines that we do want to, like once we start giving allowances, we want to encourage our kids to save and spend. So for little kids, it's nice to have 3 jars: one for saving, one for spending, and then you can have one for saving for things you know are going to happen, like your sister's birthday, or Christmas presents that you're going to want to buy.
Right.
And then sometimes some parents use another jar for charity.
Right.
10%.
Exactly. You were saying only 9.4 of 15-year-olds actually are financially literate.
That's right.
That's amazing.
I know. And the problem with this is they go to college, they have to manage their money, but once they graduate college, they are bombarded by credit card companies
and even
that
before.
want their there's some regulations about that, but still, I mean, it's like giving your kid a car and not teaching them how to drive. They are going to crash. You know, they're going to rack up debt if they don't. So a lot of times for older kids, we can give them debit cards or prepaid credit cards as allowances.
Okay. Very good. I like that. Yeah. Okay, you've got 5 guidelines for giving allowances, and you're saying number 1 is start right now. Right now. Okay.
And then you want to set an amount. So the amount that you set, you want to be able to raise it every year, but you also want to figure out what you're going to have them buy. So is it going to be when they're, how they're on they're with you in Target and they want every single thing? I mean, they're like tiny little beggars, these kids. Like, please, mommy, please, please, please. They just want everything. So are you going to make them buy things from Target? Are you going to make them pay for or I shouldn't say let them pay for their own weekends. You actually save money if you give your child an amount to spend all week long, and then they have to budget it.
Right. A couple things I like. Number 2, tie money to childhood duties and chores. I like that. Number 3, set an amount that can be raised each year. You said that, and then dividing the money. And number 5, you said it's okay to make mistakes.
They have to. It's a great idea. Just you want to spend it all in one place, see what happens.
Right.
Just you have to be firm. You're not getting any more money.
Right.
But if you want to see them give their money to their friends and not have any more money. Now's the time, while it's these tiny amounts, and not, like we said, when they graduate college and they're buying cars and really expensive things.
Right, exactly. I really enjoyed my kids this year Christmas, knowing they had this much money and they had a budget, and figuring out, okay, well, if I buy this, I want to get this for Dad, but I can't if I do this, so let me do this. And of course, I said, well, buy that for Dad, then buy everybody else's things. That was my advice. No, I'm just kidding. Tell us about the book, Not Buying It, Stop Overspending, and Start Raising Happier, Healthier, More Successful Kids. We don't do a very good job of this overall, do we? I know I got to go, but we do a much better job as parents, don't we?
We are too scared. I think as parents, we're too scared that saying no to anything means saying no to education or health or safety, and it's not the case. We're actually, sometimes we can raise better kids by spending less money.
Wow. And you're going to stay here at 10 o'clock, by the way. You're sticking around.
Yeah.
Let's Talk Live. You will be here as well. 10 ways to cut down on everyday costs. I love this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So are we. We can't wait. So make sure you watch that. Brett, always good to see you.
Good to see you,
Thanks.
Larry.
We'll see you at 10 o'clock on Let's Talk Live.